This here is a calculator for a pitch selection, consistency of contact, or quality of contact for a baseball or softball team. The section here shows how many times a player is going to be taking a ball, taking a strike, swinging at a ball, or swinging at a strike. And as you enter data in there, it's going to calculate the total number of pitches seen. The next one is consistency of contact. So when a player swings the bat, they are either going to miss the ball, they are going to hit the ball foul, or they are going to hit the ball fair. And this will calculate the number of swings that the hitter has made. And then quality of contact. So when the ball is put in play, the hitter is going to hit the ball, ground ball, soft or hard. They're going to hit a line drive, soft or hard. They're going to hit a fly ball, soft or hard. And then this is going to tell you how many balls total put in play. And over here on the left, we're going to have a calculator that kind of shows different metrics for pitch selection, your consistency of contact, and your quality of contact. On this other sheet, you have a printable version of this that's going to allow you to keep your data on some sort of clipboard during a game, where you can kind of just put your tally marks. Here's what it looks like when you print it out. So you can kind of tally marks as the pitches come in, as players make their swings and put balls in play. You kind of put tally marks, and then you can bring that over to your calculator. Just to show you some actual data numbers, I have a team here, and let's look at some pitch selection here. So let's look at this first player here. They've seen a total of 66 pitches. 25 of those were balls, 12 of those were strikes, taking a strike, 7 of those swinging at balls, and 22 of them were swinging at strikes. So what's probably more valuable than these numbers total is this number over here, the pitch selection percentage. Obviously, taking balls and swinging at strikes are good, and taking strikes and swinging at balls is probably bad. So this gives you a percentage of correct decisions, basically. From what I've seen, we've had a total of 919 pitches, and as a team, we are a total of 77.8%. So anything above 80%, I feel is a pretty good metric for swinging at the right pitches. So if you're looking at a player like in the low 70s or high 60s, you kind of look at their data and you could notice, oh yeah, they're taking a lot of strikes here. 51 pitches, they've taken 12 strikes. Or you can look at another player here, 71%. They've actually swinging at a lot of balls outside of the strike zone. So different ways to get higher low numbers here. So as you kind of look at your team average, you can kind of compare, your players that are, above that average number or below that average number, and then kind of see if they're taking too many strikes or maybe swinging at too many balls out of the strike zone. So that's just strictly pitch selection. Then we're going to take it over to consistency of contact. So this is essentially when you swing the bat, you are either going to swing and miss, you're going to hit the ball foul, or you're going to hit the ball fair. Basically, your bat to ball skills. Obviously, we don't want to swing and miss, and we want to hit balls fair. So how this calculator works is it's going to be 0 points for a swing and miss. It's going to be 1 point for a foul ball and 2 points for a fair ball. So when you get over to the calculator over here, you will see that our team average is a 0.95 points. Now, anything well above that is going to be a player that's consistently hitting the ball fair in play when they swing the bat. They're not swinging and missing a lot and not fouling balls off as much as other players. They have good bat to ball skills. Not really telling you how well they're hitting the ball, but they're not swinging and missing a lot, and they're not fouling a lot off. They're hitting a lot of balls fair. Numbers that are much lower than that 0.95 number, like a 0.65 here, you'll notice they have 9 swing and miss out of 17 pitches. So this is kind of a different problem, and you can kind of correlate to your pitch selection. If you're swinging at a lot of balls, obviously you're going to be swinging and missing a lot. So those numbers can kind of go hand in hand. But if you're noticing maybe their pitch selection's good and they're still swinging and missing a lot, that can tell you something totally different than if maybe their pitch selection is bad and they're swinging and missing a lot. So these numbers kind of put together kind of tell a little bit of a story of whether your player is making good pitch selections or just the quality of their bat to ball skills. The last metric we have here is quality of contact. So when you do put the ball in play, you're either going to hit a ground ball soft or hard. You're going to hit a line drive soft or hard. You're going to hit a fly ball soft or hard. So how well you hit the ball when you do hit it in play is important as well. So how this calculator works over here is it's going to be 0 points for ground balls soft and fly balls soft. You're going to have 1 point for a ground ball hard, a line drive soft, or a fly ball hard. And you're going to be 2 points for a line drive hard. That's your best possible outcome. So obviously the higher number, the better over here on your quality of contact mark. This is our team total. So we're at a 0.64. And so you can look for numbers well above that. So anything above a 1 here I'm looking at are hitting the ball hard when they put the ball in play. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're a phenomenal hitter, because like one of our highest players here, the 1.2, actually has the lowest, one of the lowest pitch selection percentages. So this player in particular may not be doing great overall because they're swinging at bad pitches, but when they do put the ball in play, they're making good quality of contact. Compared to a player that is not making good quality of contact, you can look at a player, maybe this score here, the 0.38, and kind of look at why they're not making good quality of contact. Is it a lot of soft ground balls, or is a lot of soft fly balls? So this player in particular has a lot of soft ground balls, where other players you might find, they're hitting a lot of soft fly balls. So all of these numbers kind of can tell a story. First off, with just your pitch selection, a lot of times the issue with the hitter is literally they're just swinging at the wrong pitches. They're not seeing the ball well, and so they have bad at-bats just based on pitch selection alone. Consistency of contact. This is really just bat-to-ball skills. Are you a free swinger and just swinging and missing way too much? Are you fouling off a lot of good pitches? Or are you pretty consistent that you're going to, every swing you take, you put the ball in play hard, or you put the ball in play? And that can kind of be a bad thing. Sometimes you're just putting the ball in play, but your quality of contact isn't good. So maybe a player with a high score for consistency of contact, if they have a low score for quality of contact, that could be a different story. Like this player here has a good score for consistency of contact, but when they put the ball in play, it's not good. They have a low quality of contact. So that's a different issue to address. So all these numbers can kind of tell a story about what type of hitter a hitter is, and how they can make adjustments, whether with their just pitch selection in general, bat to ball skills, if they're swinging and missing or fouling too many good pitches to hit off, and then what they're doing when they do put the ball in play. So that's kind of how this calculator works.